going on, everybody? AJ Dillon here, back with your favorite podcast with my co-host,
Will Toonen.
And welcome to Toonen and Dillon. This is season 2. We're happy to bring you, happy to be back. We're in a brand new place.
New studio.
Some would say it's sweet. As you can see, we got the most historic venue in all of football behind us.
Do you think it's the first podcast, recorded in Lambeau?
Definitely the best podcast.
Definitely the best.
Chef's kiss. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but the people who play out there, they're nice. They're also the best of the best.
They're nice.
Yeah.
Well, starting with that, let's it's been a long off season. You're taking some trips. Recovered from an injury. I think we should start with that. What's going on with the ribs?
Yeah. So our last episode was obviously right before playoffs, and since then we haven't filmed any. But happy to be back with you. And so I guess I was out there on special teams, and I was kind of in the middle of a pile blocking, and when I fell, I kind of rolled over to get up, and I was on my back. And somebody came in, they either tripped or didn't see me and fell in, and their knee went right under my rib, and that was tough. It's definitely not fun. I was trying to get back in there on the sideline, especially in a game like that, playoffs. I really felt like I could have helped out the team, and but I definitely couldn't help them out not being able to perform. And so I was on the sideline once again. Shout out our training staff. We really do. They put the players first, and they saw my desire to get back out there, but they're like, let's see if you can actually take some. So they're bumping into me, and I'm on the sideline, can't do it. You can't play running back well with a broken rib.
Right.
So.
And it was tough too, man. Your snow started falling.
Yeah, the snow started falling. I'm like, this is me. This is my game.
Just take it out.
And I'm just so upset. I'm getting all upset and whatever, but
But you were clearly hurt because we went to AC Taps, lick our wounds of just being sad about just the loss in general and your injury. And I remember we got those AJ Dillon bumper stickers.
Yeah.
And you reached up to put one up on the wall.
The ceiling there, they have all these cool, what do you call those?
Beer signs.
Beer signs and
they have
stickers.
A NASCAR, Budweiser
all
hood.
All type of stuff.
It's
so I
crazy.
tried to put this AJ Dillon for mayor for Door County up on the ceiling, and I reach up and I'm like, oh, I can feel it pop. I'm like, then I'm hurt for the next 10 minutes. Will's like, you alright, bro? I'm like, yeah, bro, just feed me a wing, I'll be alright.
So then Gabrielle started feeding him wings. He's like, I have to keep my hands down.
Yeah, man. So apparently Adrian Amos is a really big wing connoisseur. So I've heard. I just found this out today because I was like, hey guys, I tweeted out, what of my teammates do you want me to get out to Door County? Who would you like to see this spring? And somebody was like, Adrian Amos, you got to bring in the AC Tap. And they pulled up all these old tweets, and it's him from 2011, and all these tweets of I went to Wings Over again, back at Wings Over. And
where's he from originally? Do you know what I mean?
Baltimore.
He's from Baltimore. They got good wings on Baltimore. That's East Coast.
Yeah, I always mess with him because I'm like I was born in Baltimore.
Right.
So I'm always like, I'm from Baltimore. And he's actually from there. I was born there. I lived there for 2 years.
People get defensive about that stuff.
Yeah, he's like, bro, you're not from there. But I'm like, bro, what you mean? That's my city.
That's my city. That's blood. Old Bay, I got socks. I got the Old Bay socks.
That's my city. And so, he's,
I mean, your whole family went there when you guys played Baltimore this year.
Yeah, my whole family was out there. It was awesome. Couldn't see them because of the vid, but, hoping we're past that, praying we're past that. And
it's looking promising right now.
Yeah, how about you? Has your off-season been? Any big news? I don't
know. Off-season's kind of been my grind season these winter months, living in Green Bay. Not much to do outside because it is pretty brutally cold. But
we're off-season.
Yeah, my off-season's just in season. So. But we like to lock it in, that's one of the learn a routine, trying to learn that art of just, being consistent, of being a productive human, and staying positive without seeing the sun. But then we were able to get to Disney, which that was kind of the goal. Is work hard, then I'll be able to get to Disney World.
Top 3 rides at Disney World right now. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with that new Star Wars Rise of the Resistance one. That one was just whole experience. Yep. It's not even just a ride. That's an
immersive experience.
Yeah, I was.
We should write the bio for that ride. I feel like we could use a lot of adjectives.
Yes, we definitely could. That'd be sick.
They're describing words for you.
Yeah, I know.
Just in case I saw you look at me, you're a little confused. I was like, those are describing words.
No, I'm alright with English. I got a podcast.
I
know adjectives. But anyway, that one was cool. And then obviously the Avatar ride, that one was sweet. I mean, that one felt like I was actually flying. I think my mom got really scared. She had to close her eyes. That was really fun. And then probably Thunder Mountain after the third time I rode it, but I couldn't do the fourth. So
that's a great story, by the way. So I guess, I don't know how often it is. I think it's like once or twice a week. Disney World does after hours. There's magic hours. Which
extra magic hours.
Yeah, there's extra magic hours. So you can go, all the parks close at 9. Primarily.
It depends, but...
Yeah, give or take, but that day you were allowed to stay at the park, Magic Kingdom, until 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And so And
it's because we were staying at a resort, so which was super cool, honestly. And then we were like, what was it? It was just like, we were at Epcot and we're like, should we just send it to Magic Kingdom?
Got on the monorail, went over there, and we're literally, but as it started to get later and later, we went on probably how many rides in the 1 hour for?
I mean, okay, let's walk through it. First, we went on It's a Small World just to wait out the wait because there were still long waits.
The Peter Pan one,
right? And then we hit Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain,
Haunted Mansion,
and then we went on
Thunder Mountain 3 more times.
No, and then the one where your quads couldn't fit, the picture you tweeted out.
Oh,
the Seven Dwarfs.
The Seven Dwarfs.
Yes,
that was literally in there. Oh, and all these rides, by the way. Everybody's always talking about nah, never mind.
Pull the bar down?
Yeah, I'm just they're like, just pull the bar down. I'm like, I am.
These workers are just jamming it down.
Yeah, bro, it's not going any further than that. It's so funny.
And I'm sitting there comfortably next to him.
There'd be times me and Will are right next to each other and we're going down the roller coaster and Will's sliding out because it's not in the bar.
John Thunderbolt, he's jumping up, almost hit my head on one of the top rails above me. Oh, it was scary. What was the scariest ride you went on?
The scariest ride I went on was Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I went on the first seat in the car at Space Mountain, and I've never been on this before. It's like a roller coaster. If you don't know, most people do, but if you don't know, it's a roller coaster, and it's all pitch black.
Right.
And then stuff just starts popping.
Made in the 70s too.
Yeah, and it's made in the 70s. You're going up, down. I'm in the first row, first seat. I'm pulling down the thing, and I'm really not feeling secure. I gotta lay on it. We have video. I gotta lay it out with my quads out like this. I look back and I think it's either Will or his sister Claudia, and she's sitting comfortably, legs ahead.
Yeah, everyone's
and I'm out. Am I? He's gonna hit something. How shallow is this? It was a really fun time.
But you're ducking, right?
Yeah, I'm just ducking. I'm panicked, and I'd never been on this. I didn't know what to expect, but it was such a fun time, fun trip. Big fan of Epcot.
Yeah, the craziest part about it, we did all those Magic Kingdom rides in 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Just
It was insane.
We went on Thunder Mountain 3 times in a row.
Yeah, right after that Space Mountain.
Yeah, we finished it, went back up. Will progressively looked worse and worse each time we went on. The first one he was all right. We were do it again. He's man,
let's do it again.
I'm not feeling there.
After we just went on a ton more.
We put him on again, or we finished again, and we were come on, Will. How often can you go on this many times in this sort of spin? He's no. And he's run away. He's I can't do it.
Oh, dude, my stomach was not feeling good because we hit all those roller coasters, and then I was pretty tired. We had an early morning, didn't really get much rest that day because you got to hit the parks early. Got to experience it all, and so
that's what all the experts say.
Yeah, that's Tiny Toonen, my mom.
Tiny Toonen. We should come up with a book, handbook, how to do.
She should write a book about
how to do Disney right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a pro. But yeah, so had to hammer 4 espresso shots. Wow, I'm not saying that.
No, it's all right. It's
espresso shots. There we go. And then and a margarita before we went there. So. We were feeling good, and I was woken up. Yeah, the avocado margarita in Mexico. If you ever go to Epcot, that's the best part too. Is Epcot because you can just drink around the world, eat around the world,
eat whatever you want.
That was the coolest part. That's Disney for adults. We'd go there every time because we had that hopper. But yeah, that was a fun trip. You went on some other fun trips too. You want to talk about where'd you go?
I also went to Napa Valley. Me and my fiance stayed on the Sonoma side. We hit French Laundry, which was a really cool experience. We hit so many amazing vineyards. Don't want to take too much time talking about it, but it was really fun. We went out there with some great friends, family and friends, I guess.
Yeah.
I was gonna say family friends, but they're family and friends.
Yeah.
Shout out my guy Derek.
Yep, Diz.
Shout out, AKA Diz. It was a really fun time, filled with a lot of games of odds are. And you know what they say, boys will be boys no matter how old they are. So it was a lot of fun, and I remember most of it. Yeah.
My mom always had the saying, like, one boy, one brain, two boys, half a brain. That's exactly what's going on.
That is a great saying. Coin that.
Yeah, that's
Tiny Toonen handbook.
Tiny Toonen handbook right there.
That is awesome. So I know, obviously, like we said, we haven't really gotten much football talk since. I guess, how did the loss hit you as a fan? Like, what was the loss like for you?
Right when we lost, I kind of, when they were marching on the field, or when they blocked the punt, I was like, damn, that sucks. Like, this is getting bad, you know. And then we went 3-and-out or whatever, and I was like, oh no. And then we punted it. I was like, they're just gonna like run the ball down the field and kick a field goal. Like, I've seen this before as a Pack fan. I think many can relate of just like, you know, just like, this isn't happening again, you know. So happens. I just walked right out. No one was saying a word out of the stadium. It was not even like I mean, I was pretty ticked off, but just because it was like, that sucks. We should not lose a snow game in Lambeau, you know, just as a fan, and nobody was saying a word out there. Everyone was just like, damn, like tail tucked between the legs, and walked out. And then, you know, it was tough to watch the games on Sunday, but, you know, barely did it. Yeah. We just caught the highlights, you know, just had to kind of ignore that world. I was like, all right, what are we doing for the draft? You know, I was over it. I was more concerned about how you were feeling too, because yeah, it looked like you were in pain, and I know you're a tough guy. It's not going to be just a chest injury. Yeah. That some people are like, why is that?
You went out with an alleged chest injury. You got to play through that, man.
Yeah. The Twitter comments are like, why do you go out with a chest injury? Didn't know he was a soft 250-pound back.
After playing every single game all year. But no, it's all good. It's just, and the football world's changing so much. Just this offseason has to be the craziest offseason to date. I mean, you got Tom Brady retiring, retiring. You got the Rodgers deal. You got Wilson. Some of the guys that we've had go to other teams and coaches. You got
Von Miller, Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill. It's crazy.
What's the most shocking thing, I guess, that you've seen?
That's a great question. So it just kept building up. I'm like, all right. So then I wasn't surprised about anything. But honestly, the latest one with Tyreek Hill. Or Deshaun Watson going to the Browns. I was like, okay. I thought he was going to get traded, but I didn't think he was going to go to the Browns.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, I was like, okay, yeah, they wanted Rodgers real bad. Couldn't get him, so then they got Russell.
The GOAT staying home.
Yeah, the GOAT staying home. You know, back-to-back MVPs. Can't let that guy go. We'll be good around him. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We had probably the Tyreek Hill one. I was like, it was just like, really?
The one that really got me was the Tom Brady, because no one believed it at first.
Yeah.
It was like the random source or whatever. It was like Tom Brady retiring, and then he was like, no, I'm not. And then he did. And then we're like, all right.
He was like forced to. It was weird.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, he is, and now he's not. And again, I'm like, well, I don't know what to believe anymore.
And then that Cristiano Ronaldo video of him. The two goats talking, and then someone zoomed in their conversation, and Cristiano was like, so are you really done? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I have been watching Man in the Arena. Really like that show.
I have to watch that.
It's a really worthwhile show. It's muy bien. Top tier. Yeah. Top tier.
I mean, the art of the routine. Tom Brady would be a good one to learn from. I mean, I'm not a big berries and nuts guy with my meals, but that'll be a good watch. That's next on the list for sure.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think there's more drops of water in the world or more grains of sand?
I'm gonna say if it's molecules of water.
No, it's drops.
Drops like on the side of a boat or just on the side of glass.
Like a full drop of water, like whatever, like that.
Water droplets.
Yeah, water droplet or.
Sand.
You think more sand?
I'm gonna say sand. Yeah, if it doesn't include like the ocean, if it's just like drops and stuff.
No. In the ocean is drops of water.
But those are you talking like drops of water? Is like there's like if
you could like
unlimited drops of water in the ocean.
No, not unlimited. There's a quantifiable number. Somebody can find it.
Okay.
It's like if you took like an inch is an inch. Like if you took whatever that.
Well, what's the measurement of the like a
normal drop that hits you in your face?
Well, then it's definitely water.
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, water.
You said you're a sand guy.
Well, I was a sand guy because I thought it was like outside of like a pool of water. You know what I mean? Like the condensation of the glass. Like that's not like water. It's like drops of water.
That'd be so specific.
That is just like a specific
Do you think
example.
there's more sand or more water on condensation of glasses across America?
Or like this rain.
Do you think there's more sand in shoes?
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Do you think there's more sand inside of things that are not the beach? Or...
No, bro, get out of here. That's not what I'm saying. Okay.
Do you think there's more condensation?
Okay, there's 75% of the world is covered in water, so I'm gonna go with water. Okay, there's
And
like,
our bodies.
Yeah,
70%.
Sure. Is it 70? I thought it was like way higher than that.
Nah, it's definitely 70, bro.
Okay.
The rest is tequila for me.
Yeah, there's
It's a tequila. It's a tequila for me.
Yeah. For me, it's just muscle.
Just muscle mass.
I'm just straight muscle. I gotta start working out again. Should we start hitting the training?
No.
Should I join your training?
Yeah,
Give me an Lambo, man.
I mean, we do have a video. I'm sure Declan, we could roll the
we can roll
workout
the tape.
video.
Yeah. And I popped the tarp off. You know, all the boys. I mean, shit.
What?
Listen to me. So I'm sitting there and I'm working out
for the boys.
Yeah, bro. If everyone's going tarps off, I'm not gonna be the guy not going tarps off.
No, that's just the way you said it.
Okay. Well, I went out to California and AJ's like, "Yeah, come train with. You want to do a training day with us?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he told me that like 3 weeks out. So I'm like, "Now I'm in the gym hitting it hard for like 3 weeks because I'm a retired athlete.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
But I got back after and I was able to go through the workout. I'm not a quitter and
No.
I got integrity. I mean, prior stories.
I mean, once an athlete, always an athlete.
Exactly.
You know, it's just,
exactly. But as a D3 athlete in Minnesota, I'm sitting fist bumps with Fred Warner, Brandon Ayuk, Noah Fant, and they're like, "Hey, good set, man." I'm like, "Thanks, bro." Like, thanks.
And I forget who was in there. There was one of the vets was in there, and he was like getting a workout video montage.
Yeah, and you're like, "Yeah, get my boy."
I'm like, get my boy. So this guy makes a whole cut up like a highlight, like workout montage highlight, and it's like Will.
And it's but he hit me on the worst workout.
He got him on the worst workout.
Because I was hitting sets of pull-ups.
Will did every workout that we all did.
Yeah.
But he only got like Will on the little bike. Elliptical bike you use with your hand.
And then like a cable machine.
Then he got him like doing the like these stretches.
Yeah, the warm up. Yeah, he's got me walking in the warm up, and he like slow mo reverses it, and it's like, bro, like give me hitting that bench, or I was throwing weight around.
Bro.
I was holding those.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that SpongeBob episode where he's like working out, and he's like blowing up his muscles, and he's like benching the teddy bears? Like that was like Will in the weight room. He's throwing them the teddy bears around.
No, bro. I had weight on them. I mean,
he's only muscle, so
I'm straight muscle and water. Water molecules. Yeah, that was a fun experience, but that was a good time. But it was really weird when I like walk into the athletes' first facilities and I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Trevor Lawrence?" You know, just looking him in the face, and I'm like, "This is
pre-draft too."
I'm like, this
no
is.
idea where he's going.
Well, no, he's going number one for sure. But but I remember just being like, "This is kind of just weird for me as a kid from Green Bay." It was cool. It was a cool experience.
Speaking of players, speaking of guys like Jordan, for the Packers, I'm not going to talk about any of the guys obviously departing from the team, but you as a fan, what were kind of like your your feelings? Just a couple of guys leaving. Just as a fan, as a fan, to see him go.
I mean, I got a real different perspective now, knowing you for over a year now. Just like it's like different for these. I mean, these are people. These aren't just like athletes. It's not like they're just like a number on the field anymore. To me, it's like, okay, like yeah, go get paid, MVS, like you should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Devontae too. Like sometimes you just need a change in life. And he's a West Coast kid. When he went to Fresno State, out there, it's close by. But anyway, we it's just like, I don't know. It's weird to see our receiving core. Maybe we'll draft a receiver in the first round. We haven't done that since Javon Walker. Which is, I don't even know if you know who Javon Walker is.
I have no idea who that is.
Number 84.
I didn't know anything besides.
I don't want to get into that, but there was like a shooting, like when that Broncos player died. Like he was in the limo with them.
Oh,
it's like that was a bad story, but
yeah.
But anyway, just as a Packer fan now, back to that. It's just like whatever, like next step, like next. And honestly too, like going back to the playoffs each time, I feel like we're gonna like this is our year. It's nice to have a little bit of a shake-up and see what happens with that. Maybe we change a little bit of our identity of just, running the ball harder, too. I mean,
I'm always down to run the rock, man.
Feed my boy. I mean, PF.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah, you're my boy. Give the ball to 2-8, man, and 3-3. I think we should go back to a split back and then put a fullback down, maybe put Josiah there, run a wishbone like back in the old days, just misdirection.
Just wear leather. Just give me a leather
helmets. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Long sleeve jerseys.
That's good. It's always really cool to, I just say this is a coined term by your dad here. It's a qualified fan. It's really nice to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it
because there's also fans who know nothing about football, have never played football, like one or the other, and just like throw out the most wildest claims.
Yeah.
But for somebody who's like been around, actually knows the sport, follows the team, it's really good to see, qualified fans, ideas and thoughts around everything.
Right.
As a player and, brother and everything.
It's cool. Like when the duo blocks are working downfield, man, just run that ISO ball, man. Get a hat on a hat.
Run that rock.
Run that rock.
Big fan
and then, I mean, shit, if you make Rodgers a secondary threat as our offense in a play action game.
I don't know if we'll ever make Rodgers a secondary threat.
Well, if our run game goes crazy.
I mean, yeah.
But you never know. Rodgers is always
AJ squared. AJ squared, though. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah, AJ squared.
AJ squared.
Get them in the split.
We're coming for you.
Get them in the split bag. That'd be sweet.
I think it's time for a joke, man.
You think it's time for a joke?
Time for a joke. You want to lead off, or?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like the other day, I was like, I just realized, like, I never had an epiphany, and I was like, oh wow. So now I'm just out here having epiphanies.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, not wrong.
Our producer likes that one. He's laughing.
Not wrong. Yeah. Declan's back there. One day we'll get a lot better if we keep doing these like in person. We'll flip the camera on.
Yeah.
We gotta get a Declan cam.
Yeah. Declan's gotta start having jokes too. We gotta get him in jokes in the back.
We should just get your camera and just.
Just real zoomed in on his face. Have you ever seen the guy with the trains?
Like a really funny filter, bro.
Oh yeah, or just like the camera that's like on top of his head, like the GoPro.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. All right, what's yours?
How are the Bears like my neighbors? Besides their location, obviously.
Yeah. How are these fibs?
They can't get a single yard.
That's. Oh gosh.
I got raided. My Twitch got raided the other day by a bunch of Bears fans, so I had to give them that.
Okay.
So it was actually a really nice thing.
Clip that.
Yeah, clip it. I'm in there playing Apex, grinding. I'm diamond level, ranked diamond.
No big deal.
No big deal.
No big
it's
deal.
Only 4.7% of anybody who plays Apex.
Sweaty.
Pretty sweaty. Yeah.
Have you switched to keyboard yet?
I played Escape from Tarkov, and that's all mouse and key. So I'm making my switch over, but.
Okay.
I'm playing, and this guy who streams, he's also a Bears fan, he sent all his Bears fans in to raid me, and they're all like, bear this, bear that, da-da-da.
Bear down on these nuts.
I never heard it. But I was like, make sure you guys go check out the podcast. I got something for you, so that's for them.
That's good stuff. I love to hear it. All right, yeah. The Bears still suck.
What, you been in any movies lately?
Oh, that's a good question. I saw Jackass 4. That one was that was an interesting movie. It was funny, but man,
where does it rate compared to the other?
It's not up there. I mean, the air horn prank and when they were young, it was really funny to see people not knowing them who they are and when they're doing stuff when Johnny Knoxville rented the car, did the derby, did the demolition derby with it, and then returned it. Well, I got insurance for it. So that was you can't beat that early 2000s Jackass stuff. So, but this one was a lot of private parts. I'll say that. But
little bad grandpa action.
Yeah, a lot of that. So we got birds. I just saw a hawk. That was kind of cool.
Alright, bro, you're freaking me out. I thought.
No.
I don't know what was about to happen.
I was
just looking up. Something.
It's like a huge fog.
I had a laser on my back, bro. I've been playing too many video games.
Just a red dot on your chest.
I'm like, oh my.
That'd be bad. Okay.
Made one Bears joke in the whole city of Chicago.
Saw Jackass 1. That was pretty funny. That was the first time in a movie theater in a long time, though. So.
Everybody's talking about this new Batman.
I know. I gotta see it too, man.
I definitely have to because a little bit of the hype's died down. Now people are like, it was good. It wasn't the best. But when it first came out, people were like, this is the best Batman movie I've ever seen.
Right, yeah, and it's 3 hours long.
Come on, that's tough to do. It's tough to do.
Right, that's just all the big fanboys of. I'm not a big superhero movie guy personally.
Oh.
Like I like them, but
that's
like,
interesting.
But like but it's not like I was like, oh, like
so
see, I didn't even see the new Spider-Man either.
So you're anti-superheroes.
I'm not anti-superhero,
but like you rather.
But Marvel faded out on me. I'll say that. Like I was like, oh, like the Iron Mans are sweet, and then I remember just like, and then all of a sudden like Doctor Strange and all that stuff, and apparently that's a really good movie, and then all the Thor movies, like I just didn't really get into all that.
So like, what kind of movies are you into?
Braveheart.
Okay.
I love Braveheart. I was sick. I was just you talk about all-time favorite movies.
Bro, I just keep looking back here because I'm thinking about that. I forget which. It's not Dark Knight. What's the one? Bane? Is it the one where it bangs? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the one with Bane.
Is it?
What is that one called?
Is that Dark Knight?
No, that's the one with the Joker.
No. I don't know. Whatever Batman it is where they're in the Steelers and the field
and
collapses.
Ward's booking it.
Ever since I talked about Batman, I'm like looking back and I'm like, imagine.
Yeah,
that'd be brutal. I'd be gone. You want to see somebody run a 3.39? You want to see the fastest time in the combine? Let the field go down. I'm out of here. I'm fucking it.
I'm gone.
Oh man, but you know what? A lot of people. I've been tweeting out a bunch of stuff. Going into. I knew this was gonna come. I knew this was gonna happen, and our season 2 of the podcast, and a lot of people have been so helpful and so supportive. Everywhere we're going, like I've had people like, "Hey, when's the next episode coming out?" And it's really cool to see that. I have people asking me if I'm gonna film the podcast from the new home gym.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
And we're working on setting that up now. We just ordered the treadmill. We're getting the walls painted, the whole deal. So those days in the bye week or a time like this when we're not in season, I'm too lazy to come to the facility. I just get a little pumping, get a little sweat going.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And
what do you plan on like? You just gonna throw like a just hit deadlifts down there? Right?
I pretty much just looked at that workout video of you, and I was like, I want everything that Will's doing.
Yeah, get a cable
whatever
machine,
Will's doing in the video,
set.
like let me do this.
Dude, I can't believe they gave my pull-up bar. Like I had my shirt off for that. I know I was just looking shredded. But besides that, like it was just so lame how he did me like that.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming. Make sure you go get your merch.
Oh yeah, catch a
sweatshirt. Go get a sweatshirt. Everything we got it on the site. Really excited for season 2 of Toonen to Dillon.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this one rolling. We took a little break for y'all, but now we're got this new studio. It's gonna be good. We're gonna keep this bit rolling. Let's go.
Yes, sir.